All right, we're talking Texas A&M football with Andrew Hattersley at Gig'em 247 Sports here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. If you like the content, then you smash the like button. Of course, subscribe here, hit that bell for the notifications. That way you know when we're going live, which is typically multiple times per day, talking college football every day with you. And also keep in mind that if you enjoy the content, then other people will as well. So share the videos out on social media. So I'm looking at this 2022 class as it stands right now, with Bobby Taylor possibly being a sixth hard commit, third in the SEC, ninth in the nation, according to 247. Weak side defensive end Malik Cilia tops the class as it stands right now. He's a top 10 player in the state of Texas, number 37 on the big board. And I emphasize this from time to time for people that aren't into recruiting. When you see a 37th national ranking next to a player's name, that is rarefied air. He's way up there in the rankings, and again, third at his position as Texas A&M is reeling in roughly four top 158 players in this class so far. So if you could just kind of run through who's committed and some of their skill sets.
Yeah, so Malik Cilia is a guy I really liked, and it kind of fits with exactly what Jimbo Fisher has kind of been wanting to do, is build through the trenches. That's kind of, we talked about chasing Alabama. I think when he looks at that, he kind of sees, to get to that level of play, we have to be able to win the line of scrimmage. You have to be able to get after the quarterback and protect the quarterback. And Malik Cilia is a really, really, really good pass rusher out of Katy. He's got good length, gets off the ball really well, really explosive. And like you mentioned, the 37th nationally is, 32 is kind of right on that 5-star range. So he's kind of right there, right pushing. And he led off the class in about middle of January. He was the first to announce his commitment. And then we've got Donovan Green and PJ Williams, who are two teammates at Dickinson, and they both really wanted to play together. They've been playing sports, together since they were, basically in Little League, football, basketball, and have always been really, really close friends. So they actually ended up filming their commitment video together. And Donovan Green was another huge target for A&M. They didn't. They signed Fernando Garza, one tight end out of Katy in the 2021 class, but they really prioritized Donovan Green as their guy in the 2022 class that they really, really wanted to get. He's one of the top tight ends in the nation, and Florida was after him, and a couple other schools were really in on him as well. And then Hunter Erb was one that came together pretty quickly. He received the offer earlier this month. I like him as a player that's going to continue to get better. He's got a really good attitude about him, and I've had a chance to see him in a couple of camps now. Really good listener, really pays attention, and you've kind of seen his game take off the past year or so. He's coming off a really nice season. And then obviously the big piece was getting the quarterback, and that was another one that came together pretty quickly. Was Connor Weigman. He's out of Bridgeland, a really good baseball player as well. So that's been one discussion with him about, the baseball side. Is he going to end up going to college? I think the expectation right now is he does end up going to college, but really good quarterback who can kind of make off schedule plays, and is another guy that's really well connected in the Houston area. So when you talk about all these guys that have committed, it's, a lot of them are from that Houston area and can recruit others to join them. And I think that's been one early storyline, is just how, these guys have all kind of been friends for a long time and all joined the class together.
Just to set up everyone on the metrics on the 247 site, Weigman, a top 5 quarterback, 16th rated in the state. He's a top 100 player nationally, again, out of, as Andrew says, Bridgeland, Cypress, Texas. The two Dickinson, Texas guys, PJ Williams is the 20th rated offensive tackle, an offensive tackle of prized position. So even 20th rated in the nation. He's still a top 25 player in the state. Donovan Green, as you mentioned, number 3 tight end, according to the 247 Sports rankings there, number 18 in Texas. And give us a little insight into the recruiting game here. So we're talking about 4 players here that just all committed within the last week to 2 weeks. And Hunter Herb's a guy that doesn't have any ratings available right now. So do you have any insight into that?
Yeah, I think he's going to end up getting rated here in the next couple of weeks. I think our next ranking is coming out the 3rd week of February. We've tried to kind of structure it just at 24/7 Sports in general is every 3rd Wednesday of the month, a new ranking comes out. And obviously with signing day being the past couple of months, the priority has been in January, it was the 2021 class. And in November, it was kind of also the 2021 class. So it's been a little while since we've had an update on the 2022 class, but I think you could see him definitely in the high 3 range, the high 3-star range, and then kind of a guy that'll move up from there. I think he's got some really intriguing measurables, and you mentioned PJ Williams too, and he's another guy that has plenty to add to his frame still, and so he's still learning the position at offensive tackle, and he's a guy that has a chance to get a lot better than he is right now.